This is where it was rolling through and nothing's stuck on it yet. But if we kept going, that would start getting wet and everything would start sticking to everything else. And well, ultimately the seed would not stay on the soil. But this is gonna be a setup once I dial it in and figure everything out.
You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. Just finished up work. It's been a long day, so was up early. Got seed. So got a premix variety. It's got some Timothy in it, which we really don't put much Timothy, but fescue, clover, and some Timothy. And then I pull up here and I'm like, Mike hit me up this morning. He said, yo, I got all these boxes for you. And I said, okay, so we got shoot boxes. I realized as I was taking things apart, I said, that's not this, that's somebody sent me a shoot box. But sending unit for the Mac, Brittany, Agco parts box. Brittany sent me a ground speed sensor. You guys know what that's for? So, ground speed sensor from Brittany. I don't know if she wrote me a love note or not. By the way, Brittany's my housemate. Brittany's married. So, yeah, nothing. They're giving them away though. We were housemates in college. So, these should be all the gauge wheels. What else did we get? Gauge wheels, scrapers, and I feel like there was one other thing involved in that. Look at these things. Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, the pins. We got the pins that go through them. So we got the gauge wheels, the pins, and the scrapers. But that is, oh, yeah. Yes, I have money involved in this planter, but this is gonna make it so we are good for a very, very long time. Like, this planter is gonna be wild. But as long as we're talking about planter stuff, let's open this up. So clearly this was not taped by Shoop and it came from a different location, but it's in a Shoop box, which means whoever sent me it probably has corn planter parts that they just got, which means, wow, yeah, he did a good job packaging it. We got a harness and we got seed tubes. So we got seed tubes and a harness with the good deer, with the good hookups. Well, decently good hookups, but the seed tubes are in excellent shape. And let me open that up. GPS ground speed sensor goes with the Comp Track 200. It's got a little blacked out up there, but nothing that doesn't make it work. Somebody tagged me on Facebook in it, or sent me it actually on Facebook, and so I hit the guy up and he was selling all of this. So it's off a 12 row, but being off a 12 row, you can make it say it's an 8 row, but we got all the harness, everything else. He just upgraded. This is a starting point for us, much better than what it was. So we are going to run a monitor on that planter, but we got plenty of stuff that just came in. So I am excited. It will give me some idea, but that radar hooks into that to tell it that we're moving, and we'll have to plumb all this wiring up, but everything should work as is. So as you see, they're all plugged in. They all got the plugs and everything else. That will have to wait though, because you guys got a piece of hair on you, Yanko hair. That will have to wait because we need to go get that seed in the ground. It's supposed to sprinkle tonight. I don't know what my plan is tomorrow, and then it's supposed to rain Saturday. So if we don't get it in now. It might be way more challenging to get it in later on. So previously we ran this and it actually ran really well. Yes, that's missing. It's been missing since I got it, but really didn't pick up any rocks, which is cool. But ran this with this. Tractor really doesn't like it, so, but it did a good job. Once we get over there, you'll see what went on, but we'll get this disconnected. We'll put the seeder on this. We got to get the seeder calibrated based on the seed, so you got to run a distance, weigh it, because then that's how many pounds is going on per acre. So it might take us a little bit, but once we know what we're seeding, then we can calibrate it and adjust it to it and run with it. They are mooing because, well, it's almost dinner time for them, 5 o'clock.
Do we know?
Oh, let's not get demonetized here again, people. So a year ago, today was my first time using my online plows. We really gotta get those things pulled out. So we gotta do that front axle this weekend with the 7520. That will be good. I had the AC going last night. Today it's getting a little chillier. It was beautiful, but getting overcast. So we'll pull forward just a little bit. Let that hitch, there we go. Pick this bad boy up. Sorry about that blurry window. We'll go set it down. That has to go onto here. Easy enough, right? Should be easy enough. No, it's gonna fight us. It's a challenge to get it on there. We gotta really weld the hooks and put it on nicely. That's what we really gotta do, but it is a challenge. So let me grab the loader. So I know people are gonna say, hey, we've told you in the past, put some hooks or do this or do that to make it easier. I know. Getting this project completely finished, making it easy to come on and off, that's like midsummer when we're slowed down a little bit and I don't have all these projects going, because right now we do not have that time. But let's see what I can do here. Maybe I can pick it up nicely across, but I doubt it, and set it back on there. I just can't see what I'm gonna hit or bend or break. On the fork, so we gotta be real careful. Nice and slow. Doesn't help that the whole driveway is unlevel and has potholes, but we gotta get that fixed before we start trucking manure too. I guess the bulldozer blew a hydraulic line. I went to use it the other day and they said, nope, can't use it. Can I go back to the left?
Yeah. Get that leg out, wait.
Sure.
He's touching the leg this side.
That went together way too easy, so the rest of the day is probably gonna fight us the whole time. But Francisco gave me a hand just lining that up and literally backed out and we were good. So like, I'm honestly extremely surprised at how well that went together. But now we can expect everything else to not go well. But we'll back up. I gotta slide all the tubes through, put some zip ties on, and then we will load some seed. And in a perfect world, all my hoses would be the same length so that they would all start very similar. The thing that actually meters them, each one has its own meter section, so. Well, clearly I didn't do a very good job of cleaning this. Well, all right. We do got to find our other rolls because there's 3 different rolls depending on what you're seating, and you can adjust it aggressively. So for I never put a trash bag. So for cover crop, which is a bigger seed, I think there's a bigger one than that, than the yellow. I don't know. Keep in mind, I'm learning as I'm going here. I thought I left my small impact gun over here, but I don't know where I actually put it. I'm pretty impressed that it went back together as easy as it did. This is, yeah, it's not a good sign usually when it's going easy on a day when I'm running behind and weather's not gonna cooperate the whole time. But yeah, let's load it full of seed. Well, not full, but I got extra bags just because I know we're gonna mess around with it for a while. But still gotta put my little walkway back on here now that I know what I'm doing. That way you can stand on it, makes it easy. Woo-wee. Yep, looks good. Just a little bit of dust. So when we do cover crop again, the plan would be loaded in the fertilizer tender trailer, and then we can auger it in. Maybe I'll make this bigger, but as you'll see, grass seed, we don't need that much of it. So there you see 1 bag. So what exactly is in there is, ooh, that's from Denmark. The Cora tall fescues from Denmark. Timothy, so that's 25%, 20% Timothy from Canada. Then that Bear Light tall fescue, Oregon, that's 11%. 11% of another tall fescue. Barren tall fescue, another 11%. Then 7% red clover, and 7% or Clifford red clover, and 7% Freedom red clover. So I actually like this mix, other than we don't do Timothy. But yeah, so that's 1 bag, so we can fit quite a bit of bags in there. 1 bag should do seeding rate, it says right on here 20 to 25, so we'll put it on at 25 pounds. So that's 2 acres, right? Yeah, we're doing math today. We are loaded down with seed and a dog. What are you doing? So in the spring, we measured out, or last fall, we measured out and then we recalculated. I forgot this tractor it does feet and then it can do acres an hour, but you also got to enter your working with to go with it. So actually, let's do that. Let's enter working with. Let's figure out if we can do this. Okay, so let's enter, what can we do? Auto. So this is when it tells it to trigger. I don't know what that means. That's a solenoid, it's auto. That's your hitch raise up or down and PTO turn on. So we should have left it at auto. So it just works off of that, but we are 24 foot wide. Enter. So then if we go back, so that's feet, So we're loaded. I got seed, I got everything. There we go. So we have moved 6.4 feet. I think it's 0.4. I don't. Yep, it's point. So, because these tractors are set up in metric and then they're converted over to miles per hour, you can change it. But let's go see if we can make this work. I got a bag. I got a scale. My mother's gonna. I'm gonna owe my mother a scale because I always use her scale for accuracy. It's her cooking scale. Yeah. Sorry, Ma. We'll get some bags unloaded, but so we got room in the cab. We won't bounce around, but that was gonna rub there. I didn't notice that. So we gotta be. These lines weren't long enough, and I ordered more, and then I never got it. So we just got to do that before next fall. But we got to tie these up better. So what I got to do to calibrate, I got some plastic bags. You know, saving the world. They pretty much banned them around here. It's sad. I like plastic bags. The paper ones just, like grocery store, you can't like do 20 plastic paper bags and hold them and everything. But that's not what we're doing right now. What I got to do is run it so that there's seed ready available, reset our foot meter, and then we'll do 100, and then we'll put 2 bags so we get a good number. And then if we go 180 foot of that will be based on our working width, that will be 1/10 of an acre. And then we'll weigh it out, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we got 10 outlets. Yeah, so then figure out how much seed we're putting. We'll adjust from there, right? Easy enough. Get up here on the flat, but it's not actually leaking right now, which is good. I can see seed coming out. That one doesn't have anything in it. This one does though. What is going on here? It looks like it's dropping stuff. So this is a problem. If I'm by myself, I can't see nothing. It's got product there. Is that bag just ripped somewhere? Doesn't look like nothing came out. It is that outside one, so we're gonna have to figure out that. Well, we got one that halfway worked. Let me untie it, we'll weigh it. So 2.7 ounces out of that one. That one clearly didn't work, so we're gonna have to run it, and I'm just gonna have to watch what it does. And we'll have to check all the other ones. That's why 2 people work. Well, you can see that one works. This one, I'm not sure. Maybe there's something stuck down in the bottom, and it's just... That's a pain. We had that happen, though. So 2.7 ounces. Times that by 10 because we got 10 across it that cover everything. And then we did 1/10 of an acre. Right? That's how that works. I think. 1/10 of an acre. So, yeah, 18. So 43,560 square feet divided by 24, 1810, or 18, wow, 1815, then divide that by, we're doing some serious math here. So divide that by 10 equals 181 foot is 1/10 of an acre. So I think we got this figured out. So we did that up, and that means we're putting it on at 16 pounds to the acre, roughly at like 25 to 30 So that will make it that we can double pass everything. We'll put it on at 32, a little heavier, but not a bad thing. I guess we're gonna run it and we're gonna see. That actually was a really close number, which surprised me. Like, really surprised me. But that one's running. You can see the seed sit on the top a little bit. It blows out. So you can see right here. The seed coming out of this one. So maybe some of them are bound up a little bit. I'm pretty sure seed's coming out of there. But alrighty, we're gonna run this for a little bit. Maybe we'll recheck it. But we got to figure out why the blockage, and this is just a trial run. We were going slow, so we'll run it and see. Moving right along. So now we're doing pretty good. Got everything running the way it should. Moving right along, 7.5 miles an hour. Smoothing it out real well. So we're gonna do a double pass. Hopefully I wish I had GPS, but that's part of it. So looks really, really good though. I'm happy. One pass done. We're gonna go at a different angle a little bit and do another pass. It looks good, but that I'm not 100% confident in this because it's the first time I've done it. Seeded grass with this, so I want to make sure we have full coverage, and that's why that's set at half the rate. And last time I checked the seed, we were really good actually. Like, we were right on point. Oh, there's another rock. I've been getting out and picking rocks as I go, so I'll have to swing that back around and grab it. Yeah, this is slick. So it says rain's coming at 7. It's 6:30 right now. We should be able to run across these acres pretty freaking quick. So yeah, you can see the seed all on the ground, and it's working it in just enough. So get some good depth, good coverage. Yeah, I'm actually really excited for this stuff. It's starting to sprinkle, so we better keep going. Ooh, we might be running a little hot. I did overlap some, but that's okay. So I'll throw those 2 bags in and we'll keep it going. I want to make sure nothing's stuck down here. Yeah, that all looks good. Second pass, and it's starting to look a little wet. We're not bunching up on anything yet, but window's got some moisture on it. You better keep moving. Well, it got to the point where it's starting to cake a little bit, but I'm just gonna finish this corner and we'll have to come back tomorrow and do over there. It should dry out during the day a little bit, and then we can finish it up. But Mother Nature fighting us. Yeah, as you see, tires were picking it up and splashing some back up. Not a ton. A lot of that's just dirt, but yeah, not ideal. But good thing we're laying it on heavier. But it just got sticky enough that, well, you can see here, this is where it was rolling through and nothing's stuck on it yet. But if we kept going, that would start getting wet and everything would start sticking to everything else, and well, ultimately the seed would not stay on the soil. But this is gonna be a setup once I dial it in and figure everything out. So we'll have to come back down tomorrow and we'll finish the corner, the back, and then the front. We'll just do one more pass and then we'll be good, you think? Down here should have plenty of seed. We did a few rounds and whatnot, but yeah, if I didn't mess around at the beginning so much, we probably would have finished. But it is what it is. You got to set things up, you got to get things right, make sure we're good. Plus, you know, I had a lot of work to do. Today's been a long day. Maybe we'll call it quits. We got a ton of video to edit. We got all sorts of paperwork to do. You had a tough day. We went to a farm and you hung out, got cookies, you went on tractor rides. You did it all. You a good boy though? You a good boy. So, alrighty, I'll fold up and we'll head on home. Good call shutting it down because, well, the puddles are indicating that it's raining more, and yeah, that wouldn't have worked well, but I think we got this figured out. I guess we'll see when it starts growing, but like I said, we got to hit that other stuff once more. It'll dry out by tomorrow and we'll call it good. But till then, appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, being part of the channel. You guys are awesome. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.